Beautiful day, Patriots. Let's just kind of see where this kind of goes, okay? Tomorrow, well, America is based off of what? Greek law and then Roman law, and now we have American law, right? And it's based those, off of that republic, correct? And if America's system is based off the Roman Empire, and you say no. Well, doesn't the White House and all of our Capitol buildings resemble Roman architect? I mean, they're not representing American architect, and they're not representing Old English architect, right? It, our Capitol buildings and our federal buildings are absolutely designed in a certain era style, and it's Greek. Greek. Excuse me, Roman. Roman. Pardon me, Roman. Well, it's Greek also. Greek, Roman, American. And in Roman numerals, tomorrow will be 911. And to write that in Roman numerals, it would look like this: 1, 10, 1, 1. 911. Okay, now tomorrow, and in just a few hours, the last time Q has done a Q post will be 9 months and 2 days ago. And if we write that in Roman numerals, it would be 1x 1 1. Or if we want to just go 9 1 1. That way we're using Roman and American 911. Like I say, tomorrow will be the anniversary that Q has not posted in 9 months and 2 days. 1 1. 1 day and 1 day. Yeah. Just a coincidence, yes? So if we're talking about stuff like that, coincidences, we can see that Mr. Dan has sent up a tweet showing Mr. President Donald Trump talking about 911 and stuff. And do you guys believe the 911 narrative? That you know that these planes come in and knock down a building, and that everything's destroyed, all the evidence, there isn't a single piece of plane left, but you can find the passports of the terrorists that crashed into the building? I mean, you guys believe this type of story? We've got a plane that hit the Pentagon, right? What's the shape of the Pentagon? Anyways, we got a plane that hits the Pentagon, and there's only one camera, security camera, that sees it. And it's inconclusive evidence. I mean, we buy this type of stuff. 2 buildings come down. Oops, I'm sorry, not 2 buildings, 3 buildings. Building number 7. And we all saw the shenanigans that happened with that. I mean, they predicted it and said it had collapsed before it even collapsed live on TV. There was not a single thing that hit it from these 2 buildings, and yet it still collapsed. On 9/10, the day before 9/11, before the incident, Donald Rumsfeld was talking about how a bunch of money was missing from the Pentagon, and that's exactly the room that got hit. Just a coincidence. So we buy this type of stuff? We believe this type of thing? All these cameras all over the place. Now, granted, that was 20 years ago. So we can't say we had the security cameras that we have now. But you're telling me the Pentagon didn't have any type of security cameras that we can't use? So then that goes back and let's talk about this now. We've got security cameras absolutely everywhere, and we have crimes absolutely going on unabated and unchecked. But yet we never use security cameras. We have shootings all over the place, and we've got cameras everywhere, but we never are allowed to use the cameras as evidence. Why is that? Because we are in a police state. If they use that as evidence of how they were doing that, okay, here's an example. There was an incident in January on the date of, right? And we're supposed to believe that the Capitol has no security cameras. I mean, that's more of a danger than just people believing that there's no security cameras. They had to sit there and say, you know what, our DOJ and our FBI and our CIA had to sit there and say, hey, we got a picture of this anonymous person inside our Capitol and we don't know who it is. Can you guys please tattle and tell on them? Do you recognize this person? They know exactly who that person is. They've got access to every single bit of information. They know how they got there. They know where they live, their job, every single bit of history in their past. They have facial ID cameras all over the world. And Americans want to sit there and believe that they have privacy and that they're anonymous. And they will believe the narrative, no problem. How does witchcraft work? Well, you tell people just a little bit of truth, and you put them right back to sleep. There's a person that's sitting there that's doing the lying party. The lying party. We're a political party that's lying. And we can see President Trump here doing a video on 911. Saying he believes the garbage. He's promoting the garbage. And yet people will still follow that blindly. The politics and man blindly. You got two towers that got fallen down. They built a place over here called Freedom. So these are the Freedom Towers, and then this is what's the new place? But it's a big black marble hole. The Muslims use a big black marble box. It's a mirror image. So supposedly the Muslims came in and bombed the Twin Towers, and as a memorial, we use a big, huge marble black box inverted in the opposite. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Also, let's go ahead, and so we've got the Freedom Park. There we go, the Freedom Park. And if you draw a line from this corner to this corner through the Freedom Park, right on down through America and go all the way down to Texas, you're going to find that you end up in a place called Freedom Park. And in Freedom Park in Texas, there's this big old ring. And this line will go right through that ring, through the Freedom Park, and this ring is called the Freedom Ring? That Freedom Ring, I guess. And if you continue down that line, you will see this is the exact same location about a mile away from this ring where JFK was assassinated. It's all a coincidence, right? How come they don't teach us and explain this in the Q's? How did JFK become president? Because his father and his family were moonshiners, and they became rich off of illegal activities. And JFK's father went around personally and bribed people in counties to vote for JFK. It's been a sham and a scam since day one. It's what politics and the word means. You believe what tomorrow's all about? Have you ever heard the rumor that it's possible? I'm not saying it is, but this is